Shalom, everybody, and welcome back to ReligionWinked TV. Yes, I'm your host, Drew, and my spiritual ears stay. Guys, we are going to do a little something different here today. Okay. And let me just say, I don't have a demon in any of these fights going on, nor a dog. And I'm laughing my ass off out loud, y'all, in the spirit when I say that. Okay, because those demons know what I'm talking about. But I don't like to see people destroyed for lack of knowledge. So sometimes when you're on the outside looking in, you can offer a little advice, whether people take it or forbear it. Okay. So with that being said, guys, welcome to Settle Down Sundays. I know it says the Breakfast Lounge. I may go and change the title. But we're going to settle down into some of these situations going on around us. And basically, we're going to recap this past weekend's performance on YouTube. So with that being said, let me see if I can go ahead and bring up some other things here, because before I go any further, I want y'all to know that I am definitely using the Fair Use Act here, okay? And let's see. Am I able to cross over with this right here? Did it get it? Oh no, I hope I don't have to go in and share it again. Alright, anyway, so I want to say viewer discretion is advised, because we're going to talk about some sensitive subjects, but definitely in a good light, a good manner, okay? So let me go ahead and see if I can pull up this next window here, just in case you missed it, guys, all right? We're going to go ahead and recap some things that went down this past weekend. You're watching Religion Wink TV. I'm your host, Drew, and my spiritual ears stay. All right, guys, so we are going to get right into Rita's plead for her daughter. So I happened to click on Rita's video, and Rita was pretty much over there asking her daughter not to mess with certain people. They're only like wolves in sheep clothing. And, I just wanted to say that was sad to see that they're still going through that. I suggest offering up prayer for the family, those that are prayer warriors out there, and begin to give the right advice, offer some, scripture for healing and things of that nature. But I did witness Rita keeping it very real over there. Shout out to you, Rita. Rita the Baddest Roaster. If you haven't, please go subscribe to her. And, let me see. I didn't look up what video that was, but I did hear her, asking her daughter to please be careful. And that's what a lot of our children, we have to definitely be mindful of who they come in contact with. But, again, in our community and any other community, when, people, whatever age, start smelling themselves, especially our children, and once they get around other influence and other adults, in their ear or whatever, it becomes a fight. It becomes a battle. That's why I say I don't have a demon in any of these fights, nor a dog, but we're all God's children, and we do, have to plead on behalf of other people. And Rita was pleading on behalf of her daughter, and let's plead on behalf of Rita that this too shall come to pass in her and her daughter, if it's meant to be, because the Bible says mothers against daughters. So Rita, I say consider yourself blessed, because my daughter and myself went through some trying times. My daughter didn't say as much as your daughter is saying against you, because we both have different paths and different paths past. But she was like, oh, you wear wigs, and she was all over every social media just trying to insult me and make my character look bad as she can. So I'm there with you. I've been there, Rita. So I really can relate. And not a lot of women will admit to having problems in the household because everybody's trying to be on the outside looking good, like they have it all together. But I can definitely relate. Okay. So Rita, I'm here for you in the spirit. God bless you and your daughter. If anybody have any solutions that you want to give to Rita, you want to go over and support her just because she's going through, subscribe to her channel. God bless her and her family from the old to the young, as the Bible talks about. All right. So now, in case you missed it this past weekend, we're going to go ahead and on a lighter note, let me see if there's anything else that I want to say to Rita and her daughter. Again, consider yourself blessed, Rita, because the Bible says mothers against daughters, mothers-in-laws against daughter-in-laws, and things of that nature. Okay. So, let's see. Just stand strong and pray without ceasing. Put on the whole armor of God. You know what I'm saying? Seek counsel from the Most High God, and He'll show you which way to go with your daughter. He'll show you how to overcome and be victorious in this situation. So now we're back to recapping the past weekend's performances on YouTube. Let me go ahead and see if I can. Let's go to collaborations. All right. There we go. Edit that one. We're on collaborations. So we did a video yesterday over here on ReligionWinked TV. And basically we were asking who up to now, 2018, 2019 is your favorite collaboration on YouTube in any sector. But I can only witness and testify to the people I've seen hooked up. So go check that video out if you guys want to. And so we know this past weekend that Jay Wilson, King Jive, shout out to you, Jives, Fabe, Tracy D, Rebel, Vivian Jennings, and some other people, Pastor Nate, all got together down in San Antonio, Texas, with Jay Wilson and came together. And so in case you missed it, you can go to Fabe's page, Jay Wilson, King Jives, and all the other people. Definitely subscribe, support if you like their content. But you can check out some of the things that happened this past weekend. And we're going to go through some of the things individually. But overall, it was a lot of poking the bear, nitpicking, calling Tracy out, seeing if she's a woman of her word, because she's been bragging up to now. She's going to knock some heads in, this, that, and the third. And I guess fear set in because she didn't show up, afraid of somebody revealing her hairstyle and getting a $1,500 bounty. So TSCC, y'all need to get in touch with ZT. Whatever he was offering to see Tracy without her hair, you guys, they put it over on TSCC Miss Express panel on IG, and you can see her allegedly in a mohawk. So I don't know if they're going to get the money for it or not, but I know TSCC and VS and one of her viewers or supporters revealed that information this past weekend. Not only that, but with the state of emergency when it comes to her room and how it's kept. We all have issues going on. Like I said, I'm in a 6-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 3-level house, and it's all not clean to perfection. But you could tell no children live here, no clothes. Well, I have 2 piles of clothes. My hanger broke. My closet broke. My landlord had to put it together. So I just have to put the clothes back in the closet. But my laundry is kept like they're clean clothes, I don't like dirty laundry, so I don't like things laying around. I have a place for everything. The office is a little kind of still rough around the edges. And again, Tracy and I moved at the same exact time, you all, if you didn't know that. We surrendered our keys, I think, on the very same day. got our keys to our new apartment, I believe it was right around the same time, June 1st. May 30th, I believe, was the last day we were in our old apartment. So yeah, you never know what you have in common with people on these YouTube streets. But what do you feel about the collaboration as far as it pretty much driving Tracy a little crazy? And we're gonna get into that a little later. This is no shade to anybody, but I just felt led in my spirit to talk about it, to have my own commentary and opinion about what I saw this past weekend, recapping it on my channel, giving my opinion about it. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and carry on. Let's get to the Fire and Desire sing-off challenge between Fabe and Jay Wilson versus Nicole Tyler and her guest. Now, when I got up this morning, Nicole Tyler had did some karaoke down in Atlanta, Georgia. Her and the guest, they sung Fire and Desire and sounded very, 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 very well. And like if you saw Fabe and Jay Wilson, they did it as well in San Antonio, Texas. Now, when I saw Fabe and Jay Wilson, he dominated the song. She was kind of passive in it all, soft spoken through it all, but Jay belted it out and was riding that song. And I feel the same thing with Nicole Tyler. Now, I can't wait to see Nicole Tyler and Jay Wilson sing Fire and Desire. But let me know what your thoughts are about the sing-off challenge this past weekend. I'm going to let you know about a challenge Tracy did coming up in this video. So you guys hang in there with me. Thank you to the 0 people watching, 0 people listening. Again, whenever I speak the real truth about YouTube, you guys never show up. So anyway, Fire and Desire sing-off challenge. It was between Fabe, Jay Wilson, versus Nicole Tyler and her guest. Nice looking man that was standing there with her. Check out those 2 videos. Do a little research yourself. Go find those videos. And you guys let me know who sung it the best once you watch this on the replay. Now, let's get into something just a little bit more serious as we go down these banners. Was there any demonic interference trying to interfere with Picnic Papergate, as Deanna Irvin says? Oh, and we're going to get into her in a little while, wherever she is. Oh, okay, let me put a banner here. Hold on one second. Okay, so what do you guys think about this whole interference that was going on and leading up to the whole Picnic Papergate? Now, I happened to click on Deanna Irvin's video called what is it called? Jealousy, Let's Discuss. And she was calling the hookup in collaboration with Fabe, Jay Wilson, King Jives, and so on and so forth, Picnic Papergate or something to that effect. And I tell you, every time you people hook up or come in contact with somebody, it's always Picnic Papergate, or it's Chicken Gate, or it's DC Dookie Gate, or it's Vegas Gate. You always give it some kind of scandalous undertone behind it. But was there any demonic interference trying to interfere with Picnic Papergate, trying to knock Jay Wilson and Fabe and the rest of the people off course so they wouldn't have as good as a time as it appeared to us on camera, right? They had a really good time. Shout out to them. That's why we did the video yesterday, chemistry and collaboration. Who had the best chemistry thus far and who collaborated the best, right? So you guys go watch that video if you can. Now, I saw some demonic interference. I saw Tracy nonstop until she realized that her powers, the weapons of warfare that she used are not mighty to the pulling down of strongholds. We can, people of God, whether they're all the way in God or not, have more power than the demonic forces in this world. So what I saw, the attacks, the threats, the calling the police, allegedly saying she's going to go there, send people to whoop people butts and all that stuff there. was kind of demonic, was interference. It was, and then on the other flip side, I saw Sean Bradley as well. He did a video called Phi Equals Lie. And in that video, he was going strong and hard on her. And again, once people can get in your head or get under your skin, no matter where you are and how much fun you're trying to have, it can throw you off course to where now, a little fear sets in and you're not performing as well as you should. That's why we call this right here recapping the past weekend's performances on YouTube. So now, yeah, I saw demonic interference. I saw a lot of people, even Wiley tried to shake up King Jives and insert him into some negative situations. So definitely, I saw a lot of, nonsense going on these YouTube streets. So I'm not going to ponder there or tarry too long. If you guys saw any demonic interference, please let me know. Put it down below in the comments. All right, so shout out to my girl, Sweet Home Alamanda. Allegedly, it's going around that she got robbed by ex-friends, members of the TSCC group. Now, according to her testimony, in her own words, it was just Miss Lady Nika she has the problem with. VS cleared that up this morning. She had nothing to do with it. Even though she was the recipient of it, VS never said that she would pay the money back. Lady Nika did. So with that being said, there's supposed to be an interview Tracy is trying to do. And VS said if Tracy do that interview, she's going to come right behind with the TSCC Mess Express panel and roast the mess out of her. So you guys have to stay tuned and find out what goes on with that. Alamanda reached out to me, and we've been friends before the breakup with her and TSCC, and I offered her prayer and, just to stay strong. So you guys keep me updated on what's going on with this situation, and let me know how it unfolds. And by the grace of God, hopefully people can begin to learn how to work out their differences so they no longer have any problems. All right. Now, on a much more, I don't know, a much more crazier note here, Tracy Gone Wild, Unclean. Let me go ahead and do this over. Let's see. Being that we're recapping the past weekend's performances on YouTube, let me go ahead and edit this. Unclean. They say cleanliness is next to godliness, right? So I always say anybody without a clean house, a clean spirit, a clean body is unclean. That's that unclean spirit in the earth, right? So again, TSCC, Duchess Kelly Love, over on Instagram and YouTube are revealing her house again, saying that this is not the first time, this is the second time that Tracy's tried to out people, but at the same time outed herself. I mentioned early on they added a picture of her wearing a mohawk without her wig. And now they're saying again in the same sentence and breath that her room can be seen with the past clothes, such as the jean dress with the tears and the fringe, shredded material was laying on the floor. There was clothes surrounded boxes. There was a wig in the corner. Allegedly, it was the wig that Malibu Dollface had given her. So you guys let me know. Has Tracy gone wild? Have you seen her in her mohawk hairdo? Have you seen her room? Do you still support her? How come you guys support dysfunction and things and people of this nature? Let me know what your thoughts are down below. I appreciate it. Now, in other news this past weekend, I happened to run into one of Duchess Kelly Love's video. And it was like this woman was screaming on him. I guess it was the video called Lazy Labor Day. He was tying his hair up with a green do-rag and a green piece of cloth to make, like a headdress. And this woman was just going in on him and going in on him. And I really felt bad. And let me know what you guys think about that. Are people abusing the fact that they can call in and talk to the so-called celebrities of YouTube any kind of way? And if you go back and watch that video, what was right, what was wrong about it? He was being accused of allowing something or saying something. I do believe maybe it was against Tracy. I'm not really sure, but all I know is somewhere in that video called Lazy Labor Day, somewhere toward the middle of the video, I didn't get the timestamp. This lady, this phone person calling in on the phone was looking out, going off on him. Shout out to Duchess Kelly Love. Shout out to Rita, Tracy, Sweet Home Alamanda, the TSCC crew. Anybody I mentioned in this video, Rita's daughter. Guys, go support these people. Watch their videos. Give them watch time. Just be a loyal supporter without the BS. So anyway, Heidi Fly missing all weekend. Has anybody seen Heidi Fly? Shout out to Heidi Fly. Heidi, I have been looking and seeking, and I haven't really seen you. I hope all is well with you, Josh, your daughter, and little Prince over there. God bless you. If anybody's seen Heidi Fly or heard of her this past weekend, please, please, please let me know. We missed the Hood News Meet, Hollywood, and all that stuff. Heidi, come on out and do what you got to do, because you have a following, Heidi. You have a voice, okay? So let me know if you guys heard from Heidi this past weekend and if and why she's missing. Right on to Fabe versus Tracy, the showdown over misused content. Now, when I got up this morning, Fabe was on the video saying, Tracy, you got about 5 minutes to remove my content, my pictures, XYZ, or I'm striking your channel. And then there's talk out that she has a couple of days or to do something else. And Fabe is going to reveal some more tea on her. So guys, excuse me again, it brings me to content creators, and what's good for the goose is not good for the gander. Other people can use other people pictures, content, speed up the voice, slow down the voice, all this and that. But then other people can't. And it's like, where do we draw the line at with that? So there's a beef still brewing in San Antonio, Texas, while Fabe is still there yet another day, I do believe. Tracy has not yet shown up to have any physical engagement with her as she was professing and prophesying to do before the event, which I'm really glad, because 50-year-old women don't need to be fighting. Don't let your mouth write a check your ass can't cash. Okay? So with that being said, Fabe, Tracy, they was all lined up this morning on one of those videos. I forget when it was recorded, but King Jives, Deshaun, Rebel, Tracy, Fabe, Jay Wilson, and they was calling Tracy out one by one, calling out the nonsense one by one. So with that being said, there's still a storm brewing in Texas. And Fabe is giving Tracy time to remove content from her channel. So you guys pay attention to that and let me know what is going on or what becomes of it. Or if I find anything out before you, then I'll let you know. Okay, I'll keep my eyes on it just a little bit here. So let me see. Do I have anything else here I want to say? Oh, as far as money go, a point was proven that allegedly, again, Sweet Home Alamanda got robbed by X. Let me just do this. Let me do this. Since we're recapping, let me change this because we're clear now It's just one friend. Okay, so that she allegedly got robbed by one friend, and in the midst of it, it was brought out that Tracy was robbed by Jay Wilson. Paid her money for her trip and didn't get a refund, but she's out here going hard for somebody else's money, but not her own money. What's up with that? You guys always fighting for somebody else, always putting somebody else before you, and wonder why you looking a hot mess out here in these YouTube streets. Now, back to Fabe and Tracy showdown over misused content. Haven't they both used each other's content? Haven't they both been each other's content? And I know a copyright strike is verbatim, a whole, clip of your video, your voice, your pictures. I get that. But do they get the fact that they've been each other's content for the last 3-4 months? And the only way this showdown may end is if they both go their separate ways, just turn the other person off. So if you think YouTube is not real, then why was Sean Bradley going off in that Phi Equalized video? Why was Tracy going off this weekend to the point where she started a hashtag live challenge to deflect what's going on in San Antonio? I mean, if you talk about children, you talk about children. It doesn't matter what form you talk about somebody's children, right? You're talking about people's children. So with that being said, the whole beef of it is 5A came out. It's been going on before this, but 5 came out with proof. Tracy talked about her daughter, calling her B's and H's and prostitutes and things of this nature, being pimped out on YouTube. And then Tracy comes back. Well, again, VSTSCC. That's why they call Team Smalls Claim Court, because they investigate these things thoroughly and found footage that Fabe went in on VS's daughter sometime last year. They put the link out. And then Tracy rides on the back of that, and they all start finding things. Lady Snoop came out with some stuff about Fabe, and they all try to reiterate that she does talk about Rita's children and things of that nature. And so then it just got to the point where Tracy comes up with a lie challenge. If anybody can come up with all the lies and discrepancies on Fabe over the weekend, Tuesday, they're going to vote. People on Patreon get $50, and people on YouTube, I believe, get $25. So y'all let me know what you think about the Lie Babe Challenge to deflect from the whole San Antonio. Because remember, there was something with Sean Bradley. Something was going on, and he put a challenge out there to kind of deflect and get people off of, I can't think. Was it the John Gacy challenges, or it was something else? So he went away and he said, who can run these streets? So Tracy is trying to pick up that kind of spirit. She wants to run these YouTube streets. But baby, did they run her off this weekend to the point where she couldn't do a dark live, exposed her room and her own hair without the wig on? You guys let me know if YouTube is real or not. If YouTube is not real, why is Rita over there pleading to her daughter? This is real life, not to be taken advantage of by these so-called content creators in wolves and sheep's clothing. If YouTube is not real, then why would these people waste so much time to try to distract somebody from having a good time? Because misery love company. YouTube is real. So with that being said, if you guys like this video, cash at me at ReligionWinked TV, $ ReligionWinked TV, or PayPal me at Drew L. Murray 50. Guys, I was going to do a call-in number, but 0 people showed up. And I know I'm hooked to the internet. It says I'm broadcasting. I do believe my microphone is on, so I appreciate you for not showing up the same way. God bless you, and I hope you have a prosperous day. So with that being said, remember, I said I don't have any demon in any of these fights, nor a dog. So I'm going to go ahead and let my music play out. I am going to run you back through what we just did in this video. Basically, welcome to Settle Down Sundays, in case you missed it, okay? We're only recapping this past weekend's performances on YouTube. We talked about Rita's plead for her daughter in all sincerity. Whether you F with me or not, Rita was like, yo, I don't want to see you get hurt. That's a real mother to me. And the next video we're going to do is what kind of mother are you? So we also talked about collaborations. We went as far back as Kaya and T.S. Madison, all the way to this past weekend. Jay Wilson, 5A, King Jives, and Tracy D and Rebel and some more people. Vivian Jennings, Pastor Nate. It was a lot of good people there. You all check it out, okay? We talked about Fire and Desire sing-off challenge between 5A and Jay Wilson versus Nicole Tyler and her guests. One was in San Antonio being sung, and the others were in Atlanta, Georgia. We talked about demonic interference trying to interfere with picnic paper gates. Because Deanna Irvin said they was using paper plates and things of that nature. I'm just saying, guys, we make big things out of nothing, right? Sweet Home Alabama got robbed by an ex-friend, ex-TSCC member, or I think Lady Nika stands alone. She's just on the Mess Express. They're really good friends at one point. So let me know what you think about this, if it's true and or not. And what about Tracy not getting her money from Jay Wilson? So basically, Tracy gone wild, unclean house and a mohawk hairdo. You guys go research that for yourself. We're not here to pick on anyone. Duchess Kelly Love got picked on, though, in this video called Lazy Labor Day. Go over there and check that out and see how rude that woman was in that video and how he handled it. Heidi Fly missing all weekend. Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? Hey, right? So, 5A versus Tracy showdown over misused content. Have they gone too far? You're watching Religion Wing TV. I'm your host, Spirituality, and my spiritual ears stay. Yeah, so you heard some of the things I said. If YouTube have not became these people's lives, and if it's not real, then why do they keep feeding into it, into a fantasy, into a fake way of living? Because it's their reality, people. And remember, I told you I don't have a demon in any of these fights we just talked about because they're all a fight, nor a dog in it, okay? So with that being said, that's the difference between inserting yourself into people's problems and just talking about it. You're watching Religion Link TV. I'm your host, Drew, and my spiritual ears say, Shalom, everybody, and thank you so much. Please subscribe, like, and share my video. Thank you.